The Eucharistic miracle of Trani, Italy, in the year 1000. Trani is a small town in the south of Italy. In the 11th century, there lived a Jewish lady in Trani who hated the Catholic Church, and most especially the Eucharist. She wanted to demonstrate her powers of magic. Too many people were turning to prayer and Jesus, instead of to her. She needed to do something which would bring her a great deal of publicity, and at the same time prove to Catholics, their belief in Jesus was unfounded and ridiculous. The witch then sought to get hold of a consecrated host. She paid a Catholic woman to get a host for her. The lapsed Catholic went to Mass, at the Church of St. Basil, which has since been renamed the Church of St. Andrew. At the time of communion, she received like everyone else, on her tongue. Only she did not consume the host. She quickly went into the shadows of the church and removed the Eucharist, placing it in between the folds of a napkin. Then, at the end of the Mass, she left the church and went hurriedly to the sorceress. The woman now had possession of the host. She decided to put it in a pan of boiling oil. When she threw the host into the boiling oil, it turned into flesh, and blood began to pour from the flesh to such a degree that it flowed out of the pot and onto the floor. The lady panicked and began to scream and carry on. She repented of her action. People heard her screams, realized what had happened and got the priest to bring the host to the cathedral. A procession of city officials and townspeople accompanied the host. Over the years, kings and queens, sick and poor, have come to pray in front of the host, which is incorrupt and can be seen today in the cathedral. An indirect confirmation to this miracle is also found in the affirmation of Saint Pio from Pietrelcina, which exclaimed, "Trani is fortunate to have been bathed by the blood of Christ twice," the first reference being to this miracle and the later to the miracle of the Colonna crucifix, from which an abundant stream of blood flowed from Jesus' nose. Thanks to the generosity of the nobleman Ottavian Campitelli, the house of the woman was converted into a chapel in 1706. In 1616, the relic of the host was transferred to an antique silver shrine donated by Fabrizio da Cuneo. Throughout various eras, many tests were performed on this sacred relic and verified. The last one took place in 1924 at the Interdiocesan Eucharistic Congress headed by Monsignor Giuseppe Maria Leo.